So, today's game, missing players through injury, missing players through suspension. 7 of the lads today were under the age of 20 on the starting 11. Great performance, great win. How do you sum it up?
Just like you said there, it was a battle. Like you could see, it was a proper cup game. Manulla were a good side, played well for most of the game, and it was just decided by 1 goal at the end. And look, that's a good cup tie. I suppose just the young lads as well. Like you mentioned it there, like 7 lads under 23. That's probably the first time that's happened in a long time for us. It's Westport United, and it's great to see. And it's great to see them playing out there as well.
And talk us through your goal.
I suppose just kind of, I noticed when I came on first that the two centre halves were just constantly going towards the posts, and Brownie, we got into a similar situation down there where Brownie kind of broke through, and I just thought they're making the same run. I'm just going to hang here on the edge, and it just came to me kind of the touch, done my best to hit the target. As simple as that.
And another thing, looking back on the game, was Gary saves.
Just going to say, I think he made 4 one-on-one saves. Remember there in the last second of the normal time,
the double save.
Yeah, that's what I always say. Gary's a top keeper. He doesn't get enough credit, in my opinion. Top keeper.
And when you look at both Alex and Phil making their first team debuts today, you think that they had plenty of experience. They just slosh it in so easy.
Oh, brilliant. I was just saying there, saying to the lads that Sean O'Hara's last year, it just came on leaps and bounds, and he's playing some unbelievable stuff. And I think he deserves to be there, and I think he was man of the match again today, so delighted for him and Alex as well. That's Alex's first senior game, as you said as well. Played brilliant, unbelievable. Great aggression, well able to handle himself, brilliant.
And looking back at my stats, the last time the first team had a win on the pitch was in a comparative game, was back on September the 18th. You wouldn't think that.
Who we played?
That was when we beat Glen Hest. That was the same day Aaron Cannon scored that wonder goal.
Yeah, 6-1 or something. Yeah, I remember that. Look, I think, since Kevin's came in, he started to put together an idea, and he's getting his message across to us, and you can see it coming into the play there, and the likes of the young lads, they're starting to listen to him, start to pick it up, and another man there that deserves massive credit is Dylan O'Malley. Thought he's been brilliant the last few games.
But when we spoke about togetherness and progression after the Salthill Devon game back a few weeks ago, you could definitely see it now.
Yeah, I could definitely see a bit of an improvement for sure. And look, hopefully we can take another step forward and just keep building for the rest of the year. I can definitely see a progression. Yeah, that's for sure.
And we're here again next week, and I'm sure we'll just have to park today and look to build on next week and try to improve again. Yeah,
look, next week it'll probably be a different game. As we said, we just played there. They'll know what we're about, we'll know what they're about. It'll be totally different, and hopefully we can bring 120% and take the 3 points in the first league game.
And one thing I spoke to Kevin was about people coming out supporting the team. And to me personally, I think it's important that we need to get more supporters coming back to the games again.
Yeah, I've seen a nice few people come out there today from Westport, and like you said, if more people want to come out, that'd be great. Just well done to everyone who's turning up and supporting us. It means a lot, So, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, Kenny boy.
So, an introduction to male football today, with 7 of the starting 11 under 20 years of age, missing players through injuries and suspension, and came away with a win after extra time. How do you sum it up?
Exhausted, to be honest with you. It was a fantastic game of football. Both teams went for it. As everyone knows, we had a really young side out today, but they showed great courage, great battle, and that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see these young lads. We knew the football ability they had, but to dig in, to keep working today was fantastic.
And 2 debutants today, which was Fionn and Alex, and to be honest, you'd think it was second nature to them out there because they just slotted in so easy.
You would do. I mean, two really good footballers, two really good young fellas, even more importantly. You think they were playing there for years. I mean, Fionn ran that midfield for most of the game, he kept us in it. Alex was up and down that line, he's a special talent. We're very proud of him, and the work that must be going on behind the scenes to be producing players like that can go into the first team, first day of the season like that, is tremendous work, or tremendous credit to the club.
And we had to improvise in central defence, and both Killian and Harrison did a fine job.
Yeah, ended up very stressful. Both boys did fantastic, and then as it worked out, Harrison took a knock and we had to replace Harrison, so we were down to the bare bones in the end, but everybody did their job and did it great.
Gary Cunningham pulled off a few great saves to keep us in it.
You can see why he's probably the best keeper in amateur football at the moment. Some of the saves he made were absolutely outstanding. And great credit to him, and great leadership by him to lead us through that game. But that one near the end was absolutely unbelievable.
And up the other end, we had a few chances ourselves throughout the game, unlucky not to have scored, but when the goal did come, PJ Calvey from Jack Murphy being involved initially set up Dan Brown, and Brown's square ball across for Calvey to finish.
It was a great finish. PJ's trained really, really hard since the start of the season, and he got his opportunity just before the end and in extra time, and what an outstanding finish. He's a great personality for us in the dressing room. He's a very, very good player, and he made a big difference when he came in. Outstanding finish.
And next week we're back here again.
Yeah, we're back again. It's not ideal when fixtures go back to back, but do you know what? It'll be exciting for both sides as the week goes on to prepare for another battle. And if that's what Mayo football is like, I'd encourage most people to come up and watch that game next week, because it'll be another great game of football.
And the people that did travel today got their money's worth, and we certainly do want to see more supporters coming here again next week to get really behind the lads and encourage them.
Absolutely, you've got young lads working really, really hard to prepare for weekends, and that little bit of extra support makes a big difference to the squad. And do you know what? It's good football played by two really good sides, and I couldn't encourage people enough to come up and watch that. They'll enjoy it.
Thank you very much.